Hey there, Cancer. If I can talk, welcome to your reading for the week of July 31st. This week, definitely check out astrojar.com for more awesome readers and astrologers. But let's see what we have going on for you at this time. Yeah, already looks good, of course. But, alright. So you start off with the Two of Spades. Some of you could be going through a breakup. You had Mars in your sign, so yeah, that could lead to some difficulties in relationships, I guess. And this is also a card of changing your mind. As I've been saying, this is a card of 2017. A lot of people have been getting it all year long, and to me, it's just kind of like Neptune in Pisces. Neptune in Pisces, I think, puts daydreams in our heads that maybe kind of conflict with our beliefs or are just weird, and these daydreams could have us like making changes to our lives that just kind of come out of nowhere. And to me, this is a card of change, and to me it also again kind of represents those types of changes, changes that we go through. So definitely interesting. Next you have the Ace of Diamonds. Again, Ace of Diamonds coming up after that Two of Spades actually makes sense. A lot of people read Ace of Diamonds and even the Ace of Pentacles as a card of money, prosperity, and abundance coming to you, which it is. But, what I find interesting is I have this deck right here, Deviant Moon Tarot, which, as you know, I really never read tarot, but it's definitely my favorite deck as far as tarot is concerned. And in that deck, the Ace of Pentacles is a dragon holding on to the pentacle. And I think that it actually perfectly describes this situation of this card. It's a card of needing to slay a dragon to, get your gold, basically. So needing to take some sort of risk, needing to kind of go on some sort of journey even to kind of better your life. I think for all three water signs are very similar this year, and I think all three are going through a lot of the personal growth, personal development, and starting new journeys, probably at the very beginning of these new journeys, that are going to lead to, a lot of strength, a lot of confidence, a lot of all sorts of things. So a lot of you could be starting these things, but it is still a great card for money, but probably through a journey, through starting a new job, starting a business, taking the risk to start a business, whatever. But very good card. Next, you have the the Ten of Hearts, and what I was thinking about was the Two of Spades and the Ace of Diamonds. They make perfect sense. That's where I was going with that, because, it's kind of like a card of changing your mind to go on some sort of journey that could lead to a lot of greatness. But you have the Ten of Hearts, a very good card. Fortune after difficulty, good things happening to you after a difficult period of time. Great card for being very grounded this week, being very in the moment. Not the typical meaning of this card, but it's kind of what I'm getting. And also a great card for, again, going to social type situations, taking part in, hanging out with friends, going to networking events, going to meetings, and you could actually attract a lot of people at those things, both in, to date, if you're looking for that, or also just for other purposes as well. Like maybe you're trying to network in business to make more money or something along those lines. This is a great card for having people being attracted to you. Again, not just in a sexual manner, but also in a, purely business-related manner or whatever, whatever you're trying to do. Next, you have the King of Clubs. Very future-focused this week. I think that a lot of you kind of are, very focused on the future, wanting things to come in faster, probably, which they will. And this card is a card of needing to make sure that you are maintaining your clear judgment at this time. Sometimes King of Clubs can represent confusion or getting overly excited. I think as long as you keep your, keep realistic expectations, then things will be fine this week. Even better, no expectations of anything. Kind of just staying open to all situations would probably be best with this card. Next, you have the Ten of Spades. Letting go of something, definitely a card that I read kind of as a death card, a card of transformation, things kind of transforming in your life, but also a card of letting go of burdens. It says that you are letting go of these burdens. It doesn't say you need to. It says you're already kind of releasing things that you no longer need in your life. You're already kind of releasing some difficulties that you've been dealing with, and that will probably help you in a lot of ways. And it's also a card of starting new things. Like I said, a card of a death transformation. Other than that, it can represent a long-distance relationship, being in a long-distance relationship, thinking about and then thinking about traveling or thinking about moving even to go see that person. So a lot of you could be thinking about that this time. And on top of all of that, it is a card that says it would be best for you to kind of do multiple things. I've been saying this all year as well, that I see a lot of the water signs in particular, some of the earth signs as well, kind of doing a lot of experimentation with things, whatever it is that you want, whether it's a business or relationship. Instead of just dating one person, you might be seeing multiple people, or instead of just only starting one business, you might try a couple of businesses to kind of see what works. Or again, you might be taking more of an experimental approach towards business, where you're just kind of like experimenting, finding something that works and sticking with it. So, and I think this is a great card for you to do that with. It's a great card to kind of be more open to possibilities and not just being, not committing to the first thing that you see, which is important here. And finally, you show up here as the King of Hearts. Very strong position, puts you in a position of strength, in a position of power. To me, this card is an amazing card for returns, things returning to you, and it can also represent your home and feeling. I was just seeing if you had any force. You don't, but a great card of feeling very secure in the home, and maybe even some of you, again, starting a business from home, working from home, or even moving, changing your home and things. So it looks like a great week. Definitely a lot of good stuff going on, a lot of changes probably for you at this time. Again, with this retrograde coming up, you could be thinking a lot about these changes. But yeah, it looks awesome. So that's that. For those of you that asked about the sale, I am going to keep the sale going this week. It's in the link in the description below. So if you want a reading, you can get 20% off at the link in the description below. But other than that, enjoy your week, and thank you for watching.